setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Pauling. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Catch in the middle. It's Pauling. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame's football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Buys a little extra time. Look out, he's got room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. And the intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Throwing right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Going for it all. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option to give.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keeps looking downfield. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Canes in a good spot here with second and short. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. There he goes. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's back. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Here's a hit. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. It's a seam wide open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Lost to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's back. Finds his man down the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Fletcher. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Hurricane! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Handoff from the gun. Makes a man miss.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Moving past the 25. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll open the second half on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the run.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Takes it the other way. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Under fire. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And that one will give him the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. showing press. They want to be physical here. Creates a little room. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Fields. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Working that left side now. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. Makes his man miss. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Powers through the defender. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 40. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Nice job by the defense, man. Understanding the situation, you could tell they were not giving up a touchdown. Like, they were playing a little bit deeper in the end zone, and the QB takes off. Nice job corralling the football. I'll tell you what, brings up an interesting decision now after that positive game to see if they want to go for it on 4th and goal. That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
To the air on second down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll take a shot. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little warmth out of this crowd. Looking for blockers. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Kicking team's got it.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Well, the offense has tried to throw the football twice now in goal-to-go situations. They haven't come up with anything positive. You know the windows get a lot smaller down here. This is going to be a very tough play on third down trying to generate a touchdown.
Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Great job by the defense there. Ball thrown into the end zone. You're able to force the incompletion. It's clean, no penalty flags. And now you put a lot of pressure on this kicker to try to tie the game up.
He slides that just inside the right upright. Final minute of play. Guys, it's all tied up. Stage is set for some serious drama. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's back. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Time out on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Dances away to buy time. The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Pringle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pringle. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. That's reeled in, it's Pringle. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And they decide to trot out the kicker. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Here comes the field goal unit. And this game will be decided right here with this kick. Not a chance. Missed it. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. On the move at the 30. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This home field crowd looks like a bunch of zombies right now after that last play. You cannot do it better. Being on the road, coming up with a massive play. You talk about mental toughness. You talk about having to dig deep and deliver in pressure situations in a hostile environment like this. That touchdown wins the game, and that's a play that we're going to point back to when this season is over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most...
Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's back. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Now, can there be a better start for a defense than setting the tone with back-to-back sacks, forcing a 3rd and long, first time out the gates? Really good job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A strike downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gets it out fast. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's back. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Hodges. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Snagged out of the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
It's caught. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah.
Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking for the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Second down, he'll throw it. Complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. The quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing. the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. He's got the tight end. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Maybe a double pass. Here's the pressure. Hauls it in the first down and more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown cage. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall when the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Clemson is quick to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. That's caught. It's Randall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He wants to throw it again. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it back.